some headphones.
Like, why do you have a vertical camera? Why aren't you horizontal? This is not to jump on you, and I haven't even met you
Uh,
yet. Well,
vertical.
wow, that was something.
Got
Listen,
it on a ring light right now.
listen. I just. What's that?
It's on a ring light.
Right, it's on a ring right, like Ratso ring light. I'm talking here. So your name is Lincoln David. I'm Dustin Hoffman, and this is a great pleasure to meet you. This is I know that you're a very special person. People talk about you in high regard, and also you're very shy and awkward. I mean, that's the name of your what is it? What do you call it? That would be your Instagram, or do you have a website? How do you do this shy and how do you brand it?
Oh yeah, just a shy and awkward guy.
All right, let's move forward. If it's gonna go like this the whole time, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just kidding. Um, Tell me what it is. Let's go through the things you do. These are the things that got you very popular. One of the things was going like this.
Oh yeah, getting people with the circle game.
No, do you think you're gonna get arthritis from this? I mean, because you're just constantly doing this, right? You're gonna be gonna be careful of carpal tunnel syndrome.
I don't know.
All right, let's move forward. Now, let's talk about just being shy and awkward because it's very evident that you're very shy and you're very awkward. Mm. What do you think some of the things are that make you shy?
Um, just like sometimes eye contact with people. Um,
Okay, but get to the heart of it. Like, what is it behind you in your brain that makes those eyes go shy? Were you shy as a child? Or did you?
uh,
What did you? What was childhood like?
oh yeah, I was homeschooled for a little bit.
Okay, you just laughed at that. Why did you laugh? Do you think you should have been put through the public schools or private schools? Or what about it? What was it like to be homeschooled?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I should have been went to school. 'Cause watched a lot of TV when I was homeschooled instead
Right.
of doing schoolwork.
And it was then that you garnered this interest in becoming a social media megastar, a comedic genius. When did all this play? Because it
Uh,
certainly happened.
I'm just sometimes talking to people and just trying to have a conversation. Um, some of the things I say, they just start laughing at me. Um, it's,
And when this is your life,
yeah,
what is it when people laugh at you? Now you know. Maybe you didn't when you were younger, but now you know that that's love. They're giving you love.
yeah. Sometimes the
Some
delivery and stuff.
But then sometimes when people laugh at you, they're laughing at you. How does that make you feel?
Just gotta give them one of these.
I love it. Because it's really a metaphor for everything. It's a metaphor for. But you're telling me you don't have any wrist pain, nothing.
Oh no, no wrist pain.
And when did you come up with this, or where did you see it, or did you see it in the newspaper, or what?
So growing up, I think Malcolm in the Middle TV show they used to get people with that on there.
Oh, so it was Malcolm in the Middle, Malcolm in the Middle, not Malcolm Jamal Warner. You're talking about.
Oh no,
I loved that show. It was one of my favorite shows. It's so sad when I went off there. I used to do a walk every day. I couldn't do my walk, but that's neither here nor there. So let's talk. Let's talk about. Let's get on to pickled stuff because you love pickled things. I saw one of your videos the other day. The pickle juice went into your eye, or maybe both eyes.
Oh man, it was painful.
Is that part of it? Is this part of the opening as many pickled sausages as you do? Is that part of the territory that just every now and then some of the juices are going to go in your eye, or what? What is it? Where does it come from? What does it do? Get it out of my face. I'm kidding. All right.
Sometimes after biting so many pickled sausages, the pickled sausage bites back. You know?
All right. I didn't get a word of that. Could you say that again?
Yeah, sometimes when you bite the pickled sausages, the
Yeah.
pickled sausage bites back.
I love that. Is that do you have that out as a shirt?
Oh no.
Which one's your favorite? Is there a certain brand or a certain level? And by the way, is there different levels of pickledness?
Oh
Uh,
man. I was I was driving up to Flint, Michigan, and they had a little gas station I stopped in. Tried the one that got me in the eye. Uh,
you know,
Long,
like,
Long John. It's pretty good.
it's really, and I'm just guessing, but that's the closest you're ever going to become, or it's the closest you're ever going to come to be. Well, just forget it. I'm not going to say it now. Too late. I screwed the timing up. All right, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Let's just leave this last third one open. What do you want to talk about?
Um, could was wondering if you could give me some tips on
Tip? What kind of tips?
how to
Like a tip?
how to count some cards.
How to count some cars?
Yeah,
Are you? I wanted to ask earlier, without being too judgmental or whatever you want to call it, but are you on the spectrum? Were you
uh,
similar to Rain Man? Or
yeah, I think little bit of the tism.
you got a little bit of it,
Yeah,
but you I think you got just the right amount. You got the amount that Goldilocks would have picked out because
well,
you're able to be funny. You're able to do the hand thing, you do the pickle thing. By the way, what is your are you regular eating that many pickled sausage? Doesn't that kind of bind you up?
oh yeah, a lot of heartburn.
A lot of heartburn. A lot of heartburn.
Tums for it.
Would you take something for that, or
Or just some tums here and there.
Tums here and there? There's some natural remedies. I know you could do an apple cider vinegar. You could do a lemon cleanse, and you could do I think it's like a pumpkin fruit. You ever had pumpkin fruit?
Well, pumpkin fruit, no.
It's like pumpkin, but it's sweeter.
Oh man,
You know.
sounds sounds pretty.
Well, okay, I could give you some tips. Then really they apply in life and in acting. And I think the most important thing is to feel it, to get behind it and really know what it is and be able to push when you don't want to push and you don't think you need to push, and I think just postures a lot. I think you posture your life and you posture physicality. Keep your back straight. Your posture can throw anything off. So
Oh,
do the opposite. Work on your posture, I would say, would be number one.
work on the posture.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Um,
I was told this was a dual interview, so
uh,
but if you don't have any questions, we can continue. I'm still very fascinated with this pickled sausage. Do you ever have it with cheese?
oh, cheers. Sometimes,
Tell me about that.
some sometimes throw it in the microwave with a little bit of Mexican cheese sprinkled on top.
Why is it Mexican cheese? This sounds like so. It sounds like racial profiling or something.
Oh
Why is it?
no, just the Kroger label is Mexican.
Okay, if it says it on the box, it's okay.
Uh,
If it says it's on the box, okay. So you do the Mexican cheese. I mean, do you have to cut the sausage up and mix it together, or how long do you leave it in the microwave for?
Probably 15 seconds, and
15 seconds.
uh, man, it's pretty good.
That's almost nothing. You must have a very powerful microwave.
Like 1100 watts.
1100 watts. You looked on the box for that too. You like looking on the box and see what's in there.
Yeah.
So what's I'm not gonna not to quote a movie, the movie Seven, but what's in the box? What's in the box?
I don't know.
Okay, that's when you're supposed to go like this.
All this. Yeah. Gotcha.
And how long has it been for you since you went from? Well, how many followers did you go? How quick did you get this acceleration? You have a lot of followers. You have over 100,000. I think 170,000. When did that happen? Was it an event or just a slow build, and over how long? And do you have any advice for people that are trying to get a following?
The posted some of my stand-up comedy jokes on TikTok back in 2018. Um, there was a there was a trend going on back then. The cringe compilations. Some of my content got onto the cringe compilations. Um, it's kind of took off from there.
No, you said it was the cringe what?
Compilations.
Calculations, like a calculator.
Oh no, compilation.
Compound nations. What does that mean?
Uh,
I'm just fucking with you. So you got going on that thing, and then it just you just got your following. You just kept making videos, and you're okay. So that's fantastic. That's wonderful. And that's beauty too, and that's also acting. Beauty. You can manipulate beauty. You can see what it looks like, and beauty could be anything. Beauty could be a shiny car. Beauty could be some yellow clean peaches from Del Monte. It doesn't matter. The wiggle room will come, and I think this is fantastic because it's only up from here for you.
oh, thank you.
It's not a compliment. It's just reality.
Uh,
I'm kidding. It's a compliment. So I remember when I first got Tootsie, I was almost anemic at that point. I was having some of the same heat flashes that I was having earlier in the day. I would have heat flashes early in the day, and then from there, I would be low blood sugar. So I really was, you know, the woman for that role. Because I was a woman, I could feel it. There was something about it, an energy, a certain power. Uh, so that has nothing to do with what we were talking about before, but I just thought I'd inject that.
oh man, it's intense.
So, do you have an animal? Do you have like a pet animal? Do you have like a dog or a cat or something?
Oh no, um, might might get a cat though soon.
What gives you that idea?
Um, my my brother's thinking about getting rid of his cat because he's having a kid soon.
He's just going to get rid of the cat. So
Yeah,
he must not like the cat that much to begin with.
so like he likes the cat, but sometimes like scratches and pisses.
Okay. All right. And he doesn't want to be physically abusive to the cat, so he's kind of restraining himself. Uh, what kind of cat is it?
Uh, little black cat.
Little black cat. Is that a Prince song?
Uh,
I'm just joking. That's just a joke. I'm just making a joke, trying to have fun. Well, uh, so Things are going good. What's your job? What do? You deliver packages, right?
Oh, not anymore.
What happened with that job?
I was getting into smoking weed.
Oh, so you quit your job to start smoking weed.
Yeah, I was going a little too heavy with it. The Michigan medical stuff is very strong, but I this was about 7 months ago.
Well, you can't take it in dab form. That's just too much. You do a little bit. Take a half a hit, then wait a half hour. Do another half a hit. What about edibles? You like edibles?
Not anymore. I kind of went went too strong sometimes.
What do you mean? What? How many? Like 50 or 100 or?
Um, I went to a cannabis cup up in Detroit one time. Had about probably 3,000 in a day.
You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be absolutely kidding me right now. 3,000 milligrams of edibles?
A whole lot of smoking too. Went to watch the Wu-Tang Clan perform. Didn't know who they were though. It was,
Wow. Wow. You saw the Wu-Tang Clan, you thought it was the Cars.
yeah.
And you're like, those guys are dead. I think Rick Ocasek died, and the former lead singer died a while. You like the Cars?
Well, the Cars. Well, heard a few songs. I think.
Yeah. Let the good times flow, or
Oh,
whatever. Yeah.
it's a good one.
So I watch your diet. You've also had a physical transformation with your body. You're much more svelte. What did you do? What did you eat differently that you weren't eating before?
Sometimes I eat a lot of tuna. Can
You were or are
uh, still am eating tuna.
still eating it right now.
Yeah. Sometimes I get Amy's lentil soup and
Okay.
put a can of tuna inside of it.
You put a can of tuna. So you have tuna fish, and then you have soup with tuna. That's
Yeah.
is it the menu?
Yeah. One of my favorite meals.
And do you save room for the pickled sausage, or do you just add that on top of everything else?
Or just moderation for pickled sausage.
Moderation pickled sausage. Well, that
Yeah.
sounds like that could be something. That could be a store. So you left your job, and now you no job, and you just smoking weed.
Oh no, about 7 months sober from smoking.
Oh, you haven't done it in 7 months. What made you stop?
Um, got into some psychosis from too heavy smoking.
Well, maybe you're just doing too much. I mean, you just told me you did 3,000 milligrams or whatever. Why don't you just take a little bit? That's what my friend used to say. My friend Jason, he would always say, just take a little bit, just have just a little bit. I mean, of course, you do a little bit. That doesn't do anything, and then you got to do more and more and more. Was that your case? Is that why you got to the 3,000? Because you kept escalating, or did you go from 50 to a 3,000?
Um, sometimes start off with 50, then I eat the whole bag of gummies.
You start off with the 50, and then you eat the whole bag. Well, how many is in a whole bag?
Sometimes 200.
200, 200, 200. That should last someone in normality. That should last someone about a month.
Yeah.
Because I talk to people all the time. Nobody ever talks about doing a lot of edibles. They talk about doing 10 or 5 or maybe 20, but then they're knocked out with the 20. So that's amazing. You have a strong willpower and a strong desire. Did you ever play sports?
I played nose guard in football.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Jeff Richards was also a nose guard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Fist bump.
Good stuff.
So, so you played football and you played nose guard. So you were quick off the ball, just like myself. I was quick off the ball, and then I could, they would double block me. They'd two team me, double mean me. I forget what it's called. What is it called? Double team? They'd double team you, and
Yeah.
they would double team me. So then they'd leave the linebacker wide open, and then you could. It was easier to make a tackle. How did you do it? How did you do on nose guard? Were you always a nose guard?
Oh yeah. It was sometimes just all over the line.
You were all over the line. You played all different positions.
Yeah, but then they moved me to nose guard because it's disrupting the offensive line, creating a lot of holes in there.
I bet you were. I bet you were. What do those holes look like?
Right here.
You really are something else. This is one of the best times of my life, honestly.
Oh man.
So you're gonna get into acting. That's smart because you got a lot of followers. You got a big fan base. Get into acting. Do some movies. You could do some longer, shorter films. Of course, I wouldn't mind being in one because I know that we have a certain chemistry. I think so, and I could teach you all sorts of things. I got different techniques for all sorts of things.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Uh,
So I could go into another story, but I mean, I just think that it all boils down to the fragility of life because everything is fragile. Not just those Fabergé eggs. Everything is in essence, fragile. Fragility of life. Being able to pick up one of those buzz saws and just buzz saw something. That's where you're coming from. That's an actor because you're being an actor. You're acting and you're acting like an actor, and you're looking like a thespian, and you're feeling like a Diet Coke.
man,
So what do you have for the rest of the day? What's planned?
got a got a comedy contest at 7 o'clock tonight. Uh, do about a 10-minute set up there.
You're gonna do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I played. I'm blanking on Lenny Bruce. I played Lenny Bruce and his movie, the biopic. I don't know if you remember that. I played Lenny Bruce, and I remember being a comedian sort of feels like a seashell. Sometimes there are things that are in it and they're alive, and sometimes there are things are not. The shell's vacant, so it's just an empty shell. And it really helped me out. I remember Dean Ovavec from WCA Entertainment was there, and he was just kept smacking his lips. He was eating chili. He was dancing around. It was because he was feeling what it's supposed to feel like,
Uh,
and he's looking at what it's supposed to look like because you have to see something in front of you. You have to look at it. You can't just let it go. And that comes back to what I was talking about earlier, because the fragility of life, and you're being shy and awkward. You're not shy and awkward. You're being shy and awkward. That's what people see looking in the glass menagerie.
uh, it's pretty interesting.
Is it interesting to you, or am I just going on and on and on and on and on? Because I don't. I'm not. It's not like I'm trying to fill air, but I know you're shy. I know you're awkward. That's why you say you're shy and awkward. It makes sense. It's on paper. It makes perfect sense. So I just was almost like I was filling time, but not really filling time, just filling the vacant. Again, the word vacant is seems to be the theme. because you have a room. Say you have a room in an old hotel, and nobody's ever stayed in that room. And you have to ask yourself, well, why has no one ever stayed in that room? Have you ever stayed in a room where no one else has stayed in?
In a hotel.
I mean, just like a room where they go, no one's ever been in there. Do you want to sleep in there? Do you ever sleep in a room like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Tell me about that.
Gotta fix my ring light. Just went out.
It's almost better without the ring light.
Uh,
Honestly, it really is because as we get older, and how old are you again?
29.
Okay, as you get older, especially through the 40s, you'll notice uh, you'll notice that you're going to want more drastic shade lighting because I've got a very my face is my face, so sometimes I want to shadow my face. I'm going to do different shadows. So I think as you get older, if you're aware of it, you're gonna lean more into shadowing yourself.
Shadow.
Yeah. I had a dog named Shadow once.
Nice.
Labrador. Yeah, missing three legs. He just sat there. He
Uh,
just, yeah. It's a very, very sad story, actually.
uh,
I'm not going to get into it, but very, very, I couldn't believe it. It was a can opener. It was a can opener. I don't want to get into it, but it was very sad. He got in. He wrestled the can opener until he lost three of his legs.
uh,
And you'd think those blades are sharp. They're really sharp. As
yeah,
sharp as
very shy.
So tell me about your normal day. What do you do? You wake up. What do you do?
Um, make a little bit of egg whites mixed with 2 eggs. Try to make a half cup of oatmeal afterwards.
Right.
Maybe do a couple cameos, getting people with the circle game.
What is that? A side project? What is that?
Um, yeah, sometimes people book me to like say happy birthday, Merry.
Oh, are you talking about Cameo?
Yeah, cameo.
Okay. Okay, 'cause I thought you were talking about chamomile
Uh,
tea, and I'm like, well, why would you? How many of
uh,
those are you gonna have? You're the multiple chamomiles, but you're talking about multiple cameos.
yeah.
Yeah. And then what do you do?
Um, try to get on the stair machine. Try to
Do some exercise.
get a little bit of cardio going.
Right. Right, because you could be, and I don't know for a fact, but it seems like you could make a fine living just with those followers and doing the cameos. Am I wrong or am I right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're
Some
doing you're pulling that off.
had a request one time. People wanted me to welcome the newborn baby into the world.
Is that right? Is that right?
It was very emotional.
Well, because you're becoming almost religious for 'em. You're bigger than the Bible because in a way, you are the first, person that that child will see with doing the hand thing.
Say, gotta try that barbecue chicken pizza when you're older.
Tell me about the barbecue chicken pizza because you really like it, and when I've seen videos of you eating it, I've never seen anything like it. You really love barbecue chicken sandwiches. I mean, pizza.
Oh yeah, just some used to go to the frozen section as a kid, get in those California pizza kitchens, just make
But
them
what
super. You know.
But don't you think some crusts are better than others? I mean, especially with frozen pizza, because sometimes you just think it's cardboard, and it overpowers the ingredients, which are, few and far between. Which can you say on the air? Which is your favorite frozen pizza?
Oh yeah, probably the California pizza barbecue
Cal-
chicken.
California Pizza Kitchen, California Pizza barbecue chicken. Okay. Well, now I know what to get you for your birthday.
Like
Well, listen, I do you have any last questions for me? Because, or do you have anything you want to say to wrap this up? Because we have to wrap it up. I have to get going. I have a massage.
yeah,
I have to do it in a strip mall. I'm joking. I'm just joking. Go
I've
ahead.
mixed you up with Philip Seymour Hoffman. I wasn't sure. It's been a while since I seen a movie. Like Meet the Fockers. I forgot that was your name, but I thought you were Philip Seymour Hoffman at first.
Is this your? What is this? Is this a manuscript? What are you talking about? You think I look like Philip Seymour Hoffman, or do we look like a
I
dead guy or something?
got the got the names mixed up.
Oh, I see. It's a name thing. I see. It's a name thing. The Hoffman. Right, right, right. Well, there was a racing team, uh, Hoffman. So and I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing. Even though I love cars. I love Porsches. I love the shape. I love the nuance. I love the aerodynamic abilities.
Uh,
So
yeah, just got a Black Friday deal at the used video store from Meet the Fockers, 99 cents.
all right. Well, it's a put down, isn't it? So it's supposed to be a put down. It was a very popular movie. It did very well in the box office. You're trying to say because it ended up in a bin that was some sort of cataclysmic
Uh,
event with fate and
uh,
disaster? How dare you talk to me like that? Um,
still brand new. No, still has the covering on it, not open.
listen, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude, but that's very offensive to me, and I don't understand. I don't think that you understand how much it hurts me. It irks me and it hurts me. And I just sometimes you just feel like you want you just sometimes you feel like you're gonna cry, and then you do,
That's,
and it's okay too. But it's the fragility of life, whether you're in a bin, I mean, how much it was 99 cents for the fuckers,
yeah,
99. Well,
classic. Oh,
well, everything has to, not everything lands back safely on Earth. So what else? What else you got? You want to throw another dagger at me? You want to throw a dart into my head?
uh, just gotta throw one of these.
Very nice. Very nice. Like I said before, I think you should be careful with that arm position. If you do it too often, you're going to get some sort of a cramp. It could be the cramp in your back of your neck.
Uh,
I have a very thick neck. I've what you would call a cosmopolitan neck.
oh
So,
man.
you know, well, I really had a good time talking to you,
Well,
Lincoln,
you.
and
Uh,
if you're in Los Angeles, just look me up, give me a call, give me my cell phone, we'll hang out and get one of those California barbecue pizza. Do you really like it that much? Why do you like it so much? There's the barbecue sauce is just filled with sugar.
yeah, all the flavor, the crust, and the onions, chicken.
All right, you got me on the onions. Onions are very good for you too. But great salad with goat cheese, onions, uh, tomatoes, spinach.
Oh, well, yeah.
All right, I got to wrap it up.
Yeah,
Any parting words? Anything you want to say before I pull the plug on this thing?
gonna try to hit up the blackjack tables sometime.
When you said that, you said I'm going to hit up the black, and I was, whoa, this sounds bad. And then you said Jack, blackjack. Kind of scared me for a second. So you're going to go play blackjack.
Yeah,
Listen, I hope all the wealth, I hope all the luck, all the magnificent fortune that bestows you. And if you want to check you out, go to your Instagram. What is your Instagram called again?
Shy and awkward guy.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Uh, thank you very much. I'm
Stop.
Dustin Hoffman for Lincoln David. Do you want to say something? No, okay. You have been more than shy and awkward enough. And it's not a put down. It's not a put down. That's your brand. I'm Dustin Hoffman for Lincoln David. This is the Jeff Richards Show. We'll see you next time.
Well, thank you. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Throw one of this.
I love it.
Man. Yeah.